This is so stupid. Thank goodness you drove your car. So it rained for like 7 hours last night, and while Cedar and I and Callie and Reed were in her car on our way to church, Cheyenne and Rhett were behind us, and the last little bad spot in the road, I slid down into and basically sunk Cedar's car to the belly. And so thank goodness Cheyenne and Rhett were behind us, because it is about 2.5 miles away. And I grabbed my truck and I'm running down there to pull her out and see how muddy I can get in my church clothes. So I can't catch that one.
So how do you feel about what happened to my car today?
You mean the little scratch?
The little scratch.
It'll buff.
The little
It'll
scratch.
totally buff out.
The little scratch on
It'll
your
totally
truck.
buff out. Look, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to get to church.
You just had to push me
That
to
might have
church.
cost me $1,000, but we got you to church.
I don't
It's
know.
time to get you something with a little more clearance, a little bigger tires maybe.
Oh, that hurt my fingers. We're just kind of passing it now.
Just like that. Yeah, I need a really old cow to catch. Then I can do it.
Ow, on you. I can't get through my legs.
Smile, everybody.
Go Bandit. So this week has been a very chaotic week for so many obvious reasons, but ruining the deck lid on the back of Cedar's car on the way to church definitely didn't start the week off on the best note. Now, we have not had cable in over 10 years. We don't watch the news. I'm not interested in whatever slant may come from whatever network it happens to be on, but I do pay attention to what's happening around us. While I don't have a whole lot tied up in the stock markets, I do pay close attention to what's going on. In my opinion, that's one of the first places the economy, both good or bad, is going to reveal itself. For the last few weeks, I've been watching the stock market slowly circling the drain. And while I believe that most of this is artificially caused, I'm still paying attention. Regardless of the fact that many of us recognize this, it makes no difference. Everybody's still running out and buying bottled water and toilet paper and now bulk food items, and many of the stores' shelves across the country are bare. What does this mean for my family and I? Not much, but I'm genuinely concerned about what's happening around us. We are prepared for whatever may come, but we have many friends and family that may not be as prepared as we are. In the meantime, I need to get the tractor off the hill for a couple of different reasons. There's portions of the road that are drying out, and I'd like to try to fill in some of the ruts, making it a little bit safer to drive on. But I'm also making preparations to start chipping wood. This year is going to be one of the most significant changes in regard to the road since we started on this journey. But while I'm still trying to get things done around the ranch, in the back of my head, I have genuine concerns about the near future. It seems like all that it takes is a few people to say the right things, to make the right posts on social media, to run out and take a picture of the bare shelves on their store, and it's the domino effect happening right before our eyes. But even in our little community around us, I can see the panic setting in. We've gotten a number of messages, people asking where is the best place to get bulk items like rice like beans, flour, wheat, different things like that. And at this point in time, I'm not sure what to tell you. What I do believe is this panic that I'm seeing is not going to help anybody. So be cautious, be careful, be kind, be considerate. Take into consideration who your neighbors are. Oh yeah, that's done. That has to dry like all day, if even longer if possible. That way that never happens again. The caulking, see the caulking around it, it's gonna dry clear.
Okay.
But that's done. That should never be an issue. I still need to do the baseboard back there. I did the 2 coats. 2 coats, but it needs like 2 more hours and then it's done forever. Well, they say 15 years, but I'll redo it every couple of years.
get Bandit a bath?
You can get Bandit a bath. I'm not getting
He
Bandit
needs a bath bad.
No. Check on the people that can't help themselves and be willing to help. I'm a firm believer in what goes around comes around. It sounds like this so-called pandemic is going to come down hardest on the oldest around us. And again, these are the ones that likely will need the most help. Okay, I gotta move all my tools. We're gonna scoop Mom's. You wanna go get your snow boots on? Or get your cowgirl boots on? Your snow boots are probably better. In the meantime, here at the ranch, Cedar's parents, her sister, and their family are going to show up for at least one day this week. So we're doing everything we can to clean the place up, straighten things out, organize tools as best as we can, and try and make the place look presentable. Callie's been asking me for quite some time if I would help her make a cat house. Something a little bit more sufficient for her cats and get out of the weather whenever they want to. We took a few pieces of scrap wood, used the leftover pallet wood that I had from building the sauna, and fairly quickly slapped something together. Now, as this video is progressing, things are rapidly changing around us both near and far. The church that we belong to has indefinitely suspended all meetings until the coronavirus takes its course. And while our kids are still currently going to school, I fear this may change. Get that on camera. Maybe we did.
That's awesome.
So in truth, we're all going to be stuck right here at Red Poppy Ranch. And spring break is kicking off a little early. Our intentions are to make the best of this, regardless of what happens. We're making preparations to get a greenhouse in place. Nothing has changed as far as our gardening is concerned. If anything, I bought a few more seeds than I normally would. Above and beyond having bulk food items, good quality heirloom seeds are probably just as important. I think next week I'm going to build some sort of a hoop house to try and get a jump on the gardening season this year.
SimpliSafe on.
We've had this SimpliSafe home security system sitting in storage for quite some time, and for nothing more than the obvious reasons, I wanted to get it installed.
Kitchen. Motion sensor. Detected. Living room. Motion sensor. Detected.
We can't have too much security around this place.
Smoke detector. Detected.
Because we do have Wi-Fi, we now have our security system tied to the internet.
Kitchen. Freeze sensor. Detected. Laundry. Water sensor. Detected.
This is not an endorsement for SimpliSafe any more than it's an endorsement in being prepared.
Master bedroom. Panic button. Detected. Front door. Entry sensor. Detected.
Having as many fail-safes in place to protect the things that are important to me only compounds how well I sleep at night. My hope is that in the coming weeks, things stabilize just a little bit. People stop trying to take advantage of each other on social media. The food, the water, the toilet paper, the bulk items return to the shelves. And we begin to figure some of these things out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oops. You're fine. Oh my God.
Again, be kind, be loving, be considerate. Take into consideration those that need consideration.
Go. Show yourself. You. Stop it. Dad can watch what we're doing. Stop drawing on yourself. Or I'll tell Dad. I can't if I want. I'm telling Dad and he can see it. Because when you become a go camera. Go camera. Tell Bob at the reception.
And I'm certain that we will all be blessed when we need to be blessed most. You done?